Hey guys at MDTV, it's Dave MadMax6. We've done a new episode of Muscle Beach TV, and today I have my good friend Jeff Metcalf from Pro Massage. How are you, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Thanks for coming to the show, man. So I wanted to have you today, Jeff, because you're fast becoming a very important person in Venice when it comes to bodybuilding, and a sort of different way than the bodybuilder, obviously. But you now own this little massage place right next to Gold's Gym called Pro Massage, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, I started doing soft tissue work probably 7 years ago, and I moved here like 10 years ago. I loved bodybuilding. I was all about Venice and the Mecca, and I wanted to move out here. Drove across the country with a buddy. Interviewed at the gym, got a job at the gym, and
yeah, everybody knows you from way before, including myself, from working behind the counter. That's kind of how you got your foot in the door, correct?
Totally. Yeah, I was at the front desk for a few years and got to meet, all my idols, including Jay Cutler and Chris Cormier and like Ronnie Coleman, and it was pretty cool, and it was a good experience.
So why did you move to Venice, and where were you from back? You were back east, you said. Yeah, where were you from?
Yeah, I'm from Lancaster, New York, which is a suburb outside of Buffalo.
Okay.
And I had a few friends move out of here from high school, and I came and visited, and I went to Gold's Venice, and that's all I wanted to do. I was a trainer at Gold's in Buffalo, and I was stoked. I was working out next to Hulk Hogan. I'm like, I need to live here. So I went home, saved some dough, and came back a few months later, and that was it.
A lot of people from New York, back east, they do that. They come on vacation, that's it. I'm out, Jordan included. So, all right. So, what was the goal? I know you wanted to live your dream and live in Cali. I'm sure you enjoyed the weather. So, but what were you gonna do? You're like, okay, I'm gonna move to Cali. Then what?
Yeah. So what happened was I dropped out of school in New York, came out here, went to Santa Monica College, took all my prereqs to go to nursing school, and then there was like a year wait to get into nursing school. So what I did was I went to massage school because that was something that I was interested in. And what got me interested into massage was in high school, I played football, hockey, and baseball, and I tore both my ACLs and medial meniscus junior and senior year. So I went through this whole rehabilitation process and recovery process, and getting soft tissue work was part of the modality and treatment. So that's really what got me into it and what made me realize that it was so effective.
So you started going to school, then you realized, maybe I'd like to do that instead of going to nursing school?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I realized that non-invasively I can heal people, and it was pretty powerful and getting results fast. When I was in massage school, I was a few months in school, and they were already having me like help teach class, and they really liked me, and I learned hands-on, so it was just perfect for me rather than sitting in a class with 100 people and one teacher. I wouldn't learn anything. So
you had a natural ability to learn the trade, basically.
Yeah, totally. And I had all the anatomy and physiology from college, so it was just hands-on learning. So
you were basically able to parlay your love of the bodybuilding game with basically what you do as a profession now.
For sure, totally. Okay. Yeah, it's a trip. I mean, I met Chris Cormier like 10 years ago, and I probably started working on him like towards the end of his bodybuilding career.
So, really? That long?
Yeah, okay. So he's probably he's the first person that I really got my hands on. He loved me. He helped me also grow, and because he's had so much work done, he was like, hey, this is how you get under the lat. Here's how I like this. So really flare my lats more. So, I mean, he helped me
He was your guinea pig.
Yeah, he was totally my guinea pig. And so he really helped me a ton, and I appreciate that.
And still today, I mean, I remember the first time your name was brought up to me was by Chris. Chris comes to me in the gym. He's like, hey, man, I've got my boy Jeff. He's doing massage therapy. You got to do a story about him. You got to get him on the couch and this and that. And he's working on all my athletes, helping stuff. And that's when I went to go meet you next door when I realized, I know this guy.
Yeah, totally.
So Chris did send you
Yeah. So I see probably half of his clients, a lot of his competitors, all of his pros. I see Jill and Vita and whatever.
Vita.
Yeah, Brad, Vita. Brad. And I also see a lot of Charles Glass's clients. And
nice.
Big Will's he loves me.
Yeah.
So I get, I have a good network of trainers and pros in there that just pass people.
Well,
my
when
way.
they like you as a friend already, I think it's like, of course, go see my boy. They always say, go see my boy, go see, And then Jay came along, and how did you two hooked up? Because I know Jay's been working with tons and tons and tons of massage therapists all the way from New York. San Diego is good for Derek, and then also in Vegas, and of course his buddy Steve Murphy out in Orange County, which Chris has worked with, and Dorian and all these guys. But he's really keen on you. I know he's told me personally that the kid's really good. The kid's good. He's actually coming down to Cali almost weekly to have you work on him, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So what happened with that was. I hit him up on Twitter, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, hey,
Social media.
I'm like, I do soft tissue work. I'm right next to Golds. I do active release techniques, which is, something that a lot of athletes really like. It's a good modality to break up scar tissue, and they really love that. So I hit him up, and then I think he saw on my Twitter that I was, friends with you, and, I work on Chris and all his clients and a lot of bodybuilders and athletes, and he realized, like, hey, this guy could be good. So he came and checked me out and loved it. And then I've been seeing him pretty much every week.
Yeah, consistently.
Yeah, pretty consistent.
And I think the fact that your office is right next to Gold also, that's really helpful too, because otherwise the guys have to go God knows where to get their work done. I mean, the fact that they can just work out and come to your office, I know, all sweaty right after. You don't mind the sweat.
No, I don't mind the sweat. I'm so used to it. Yeah, I get it all. I sometimes get these hot chicks, sweaty. I don't
all
care.
sweaty.
But then I get these fat, hairy guys, and I don't care either.
Oh, no hair. No hair, no fat.
no fat. So, yeah.
You can't discriminate.
Yeah, no discrimination. Body's a body. No, but it's great. I mean, I couldn't have a better location. I mean, even when I wasn't next to Gold's, I was getting a lot of private clients from the gym. So now it's just they walk out of the gym and come in right to see me. So it's awesome.
How long have you been renting that little office next to Gold?
So I've been in that office since October. So it's pretty fresh. I was at a chiropractor's office. It's called Santa Monica Sports Medicine. Dr. Mary Trumpy. I was with her for like 6 years.
Oh, wow.
So from there, then I was able to segue out from there into this office, and it's just kind of taken off.
Did the people at Gold made it easier on you since they know you from before? I mean, was it nice?
Yeah, totally perfect. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty easy to get along with, and most people love me, so that's pretty good.
So you've been doing this for, I mean, you're really blowing up over the past few months, but you've been doing this for a while. This is not new for you.
Yeah, so I was, it's been like 7 years now. And yeah, I've just been, pretty much since schooling 7 years ago, I've just been taking seminars every year, and I'm into the active release techniques and deep tissue and neuromuscular stuff. And I do like, it's called instrument assisted soft tissue mobilization, which is like using this tool here.
Oh, wow.
It's called a fibroblaster.
It looks painful.
Yeah, so you comb the tissue and helps break up like fascial adhesions and stuff like that. Yeah.
How are you getting your customers before? Are most of your customer bodybuilders or pro athletes right now? Or?
Yeah, I get a lot of bodybuilders, a lot of pro athletes. I'd say it's 50-50. I get a lot of weekend warriors and just, corporate America people. But I get a ton of athletes, and it's all word of mouth.
Is it?
Once you fix one person, then they tell 5 people. And
that's what it is.
I mean, it's the domino effect, and I'm very busy.
It's the best kind of reference. Yeah, you tell me. He's been telling me, Dave, come on, I'll give you a free session. I'll give you a free session. And then he says, he's bugging me because I'm not going. Exactly. I'm not competing yet, but I'm planning on taking that free session. And he says, man, people want to get a session. I can't even book them, and you won't even come.
Yeah, exactly. What's that about? Trying to hook Dave up with a free session, and he won't even take it.
No, I'll take it. Well, that's great, Jeff. I'm really. Is there a website, a phone number, or people just go on your Facebook? Tell people how they can get in touch with you.
The best way to hit me up is probably go to my website. It's www.promassagela.com. Okay. And all my information's there. Like Dave said, I'm right next to the gym, like a foot away from Gold's Gym Venice.
One door, get in there.
Yeah, that's pretty perfect. Yeah. So that's probably the best way to hit me up.
Okay. And of course, you have Facebook and also Jeff Metcalf.
Yeah, and Twitter. I love Twitter. Yeah. But another thing I wanted to mention too is that, the reason that these people are coming to see me is because they're getting results, especially the bodybuilders. Their goal is to, increase their muscle mass, and
recovery.
Recovery is huge. Range of motion's huge. I mean, they can't have any restrictions. So what I'm doing for them is increasing their range of motion, decreasing any inflammation in their body, and helping them recover. Yeah. And then like as shows come up, once they're like 3 weeks out, then I really work on like, getting their striations deeper and their cuts deeper, and working on their vascularity and stuff like that. So it's super effective. And if you've never tried it, check me out.
I was gonna say how I mean, I know since you're getting so busy, why how long would it take for someone to actually get a session with you? Did you have a waiting list or?
Yeah, I do waiting list. I'm usually booked out a couple weeks ahead of time. But
really?
Yeah, for sure. But I try to
try to get new people in.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. What I do with my my clients that I see weekly is I just have them on a 1 day a week and pick a time, and they're in weekly, so they don't miss their spot. Right. But I try to create a waiting list so people, if they cancel, I can hit them up. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, so well, I'm glad you came in today. We've been trying to do this for a while, but again, you're so busy with your schedule and my schedule and Jordan's schedule. We had to coordinate everybody's schedule. Yeah. So today was a good day. So I'm really glad you came in. And check Jeff out right next to Gold's Gym Venice. It's easy to find. Go on Jeff Metcalf on his Facebook or promassagela.com, correct?
That's right.
All right. Well, thanks for coming, Jeff. And
thanks for listening.
Yes, that's right.
Check me out.
Yeah, and one of these days, I'd love to go in your office and actually maybe just shoot a little bit on someone you work with. And you were mentioning, I mean, many pros, but Sean Roden goes to see you now, and all these guys. So.
Yeah, I just worked on last week. I worked on Ben.
Give me some of the names.
Ben Pekulski was here last week. I worked on him for like 3 hours, 2 different days. Wow. Sean Roden was in for a month, training with Charles. So I was working on him probably 10 times. I work on Vida, I work on Jill Rudison, I work on Brad Rowe, I work on pretty much everyone that goes to Golds. Right. Yeah, I work on them. Yeah.
You're the man right now. Yeah. You're the man.
That's good.
All right, Jeff. Thanks for coming in, guys. That's it. It's one more week of Muscle Beach TV. Catch us next time for another episode.